This is Michael Jacob with another sealed. There's an arena qualifier this weekend. We're at Twitch TV/darkest_mage and 2 rare creature lands and a Hilda. I haven't actually played with a lot of these cards. I think I've only gotten Expel the Interlopers once before. It's a pretty awesome card. It's a lot more closer to Plague Wind than Wrath. Let's see what we can do though. White has Princess Takes Flight, but no way to really get rid of it. Has Expelled the Interlopers, but no. It has Cursed Courtier and Discerning Financier, but 1 cooped up. It has like 4 playables in white. Unfortunately, white's not where it's at. Blue has Hatching Plants, Aquatic Alchemist, and nothing. Wow. Okay, so white and blue are out, so we don't get to play that mythic. Black has 2 Candy Grapples, Arankle's Prank, and that's it. Yikes. Red has Picnic Ruiner, 2 Cut-ins, Grabby Giant. Yikes. Green has Season of Growth, 2 Root Rider Fawns, a Garruk's Uprising. Oh no. Well. Well, we have Season of Growth, and we have Conceited Witch, and 1 Ferocious Werefox. This is gonna be a tough one. It's looking like maybe, no, I was gonna say blue-green, but I think we have to play these 2 Candy Grapples, and we have to play these 2 Cut-ins. Like, that has to happen, and 2 Root Rider Fawns, right? That's like the core of our deck. Core of our pool. You got a Ruby if we go into red. Okay, what if we do that? This might be a, might actually be a Corvold deck, because we're going to be playing so much mana that a draw 3 is probably on the agenda. Maybe we want Red Tooth Genealogist. The problem is Red Tooth doesn't work with Season of Growth or Garruk's Uprising, which is kind of suspicious. 2 Cut-ins do work with our Season of Growth and a Ferocious Werefox and Edgewall Picnic Ruiner, rather. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you want at least 6. Well, you have Johann. Johann's an interesting one. We have 2 Leaping Ambushes. I don't mind playing that one either. We have 2 Witch's Marks, which also work with Season of Growth. We may be onto something. Gotta come up with 8 more cards. Probably want to play at least one of these creature lines, if not both. Princess Takes Flight, but not a. Well, we do have 2 Candy Grapples, but not a whole lot of things for it. It's looking like maybe you just want to be a Season of Growth deck again. I mean, I don't mind it. Two Root Rider Fawns, so we have 3 2-mana accelerations, and plus we have Corvold, which makes a treasure. So I don't think our mana is going to be too much of an issue. I guess Bellowing Bruiser could technically target one of our own creatures for Season of Growth if we wanted to. So what if we did something like... This doesn't look too bad. Question is, do we want to play Restless Biovac with... Well, Hilda has... You can't just play Hilda. The problem is you have to actually tap your opponent's creatures, which we don't even do that, so... Let's see. I have 2 Vantress Transmuters. I don't hate them. They're good with Johann as well. Is there any way we can utilize one? Maybe we can utilize one of them over a Leaping Ambush. It could technically target our own creatures to cycle. Could maybe just not play the Corvold and the Noble Thief. And just play like some 3/4s for 4. Or Balloon a Gatekeeper. I'm kind of a fan of Gatekeeper. Oh, I could play these like Grand Ball Guests, because they do sort of work with, they work with Edgewall Pack, Grabby Giant, Corvold and the Noble Thief. They work with the Red Tooth Genealogist to turn to a 4/4. Don't think we want Garruk's Uprising. We don't have nearly enough 4-power creatures for that. I don't know whether we're going to be playing Restless Biovac. I guess we probably do. The opportunity cost is extremely low. It's just a tap land. I think we can deal with that. Could play Return from the Wilds, but we don't have a ton of like. Don't have a ton of bargain, really. I mean, we can use the 1/1 with our cut-ins, I guess, but These Grand Ball Gas do want me to be playing Red Tooth Genealogist, but these Red Tooths are like kind of mopey. I guess the Corvold also wants us to play the Restless Biovac. I hadn't thought about that. Could probably play 16 lands in this deck, but we're 4 colors and 2 of them are creature lands, so probably just play 17. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways to target our own creatures. I feel like I really want to play his Grand Ball Gas. Kind of just want to play Diverted Outrider over one of these. 4-power creature that gets bigger with cut-ins. Oh, I guess they're actually pretty good with the Red Tooth Genealogist. I'm not a huge fan of the Red Tooth Genealogist. Could definitely do without them. Do something like this. Or let's do something like this. Bun Futaman, thanks for the sub, appreciate it. Definitely want at least 8 green. Much mana is this? 1, 2, 7, 14, 15, 16. Need 1 more land. Maybe just go 8. 9 green is like typically my floor. We also have Candy Trail and Bury the Wild, so it seems reasonable. One if you were black, then I would really like. But I think it's fine. Just need a creature, right? We're good to go. We'll be able to find a creature with Candy Trail, right? Could have played Candy Trail turn 1. We're looking for a red source with this, I guess. Definitely looking for a red source. Found it. That's a black source too. We're a little bit far behind, but hopefully Candy Grapple and a Leaping Ambush will let us get back into this tempo-wise. These will often punch way up when it comes to destroying things with mana value. Like, you can probably kill a 4 or 5 drop with this. Outside of Hamlet Glutton, you can kill almost anything with this, right? Maybe there was a case to main phase the Candy Trail. Maybe they have Decadent Dragon. Didn't think about it, probably should have. How bad is the swamp to draw? I think this is already going to be a swamp, right? We're going to sack the rat. Probably don't want to draw a swamp. So if you're not familiar with how this works, Aggressive Vinestalk, these creature lands are pretty insane with Brave the Wilds. So the attack trigger is actually independent of the activation trigger as compared to the old ones. So what that means is if it's animated as a creature in any other way, it actually still gets the attack trigger. You'll notice that whenever this attacks up to one other target creature, it becomes a 3/3 until the turn. That is not related to the activation. So if you could somehow attack with a land in any other way, unfortunately, we also got iced by Witch's Vanity there. That's alright. Worst things have happened. Got a decent hand going on here. We have Leaping Ambush to protect our ledge wall pack. Be unfortunate if they use Candy Grapple here when we're tapped out. We could have potentially played around this. Looks like they don't have it. It's not a terrible draw here. I'm just gonna do this now. I'll do this now too. We have lethal next turn if they don't kill our creature. They've got to hit a candy rebel here, right? They just chose not to kill our creature last turn. They got to be regretting that one. They know we have something that costs 1 green as we're getting priority. So it must be waiting until... Now we have to decide whether the card they have is anything but Candy Grapple. Candy Grapple we can beat. If it's taken by Nightmares, we don't beat that. We still get to draw a card, but we lose our adventure. There's maybe a case to be made to actually just hard cast, or rather easy cast the Picnic Ruiner and then cut in after attacking for 4. Oh, they didn't... Is it taken by Nightmares? I don't know what they have. This is curious. Apparently Spell Stutter is what they have. We cleverly played around that by not doing anything special. Not quite good enough. Yeah, they could have had a rare at the end or uncommon taken by Nightmares. I think they would have main phased it, maybe, but maybe I don't know what they're doing. Season of Growth, you know, doing whatever it is Season of Growths do best. Which is you play it, and then you just draw 4 cards off it. So they have Fawn's Bane Troll. That's a reason to have the Transmuter in our deck. Maybe play the Transmuter over this thing. Other than that, Leaping Ambush is also quite good against the Fawn's Bane Troll. So is Candy Grapple. There's even maybe a case to be playing the Waluna Gatekeeper. They have Elusive Otter. Pumping a creature, but Leaping Ambush, it's easy to double block something and maybe even not lose anything, depending on what they put first. We maybe wanted to bring in the other one. But... Oh, this is our sideboard card. I like that you can cycle it by targeting your own creature with Season of Growth, too. Spell Stutter they showed us that previous game. Yep. Grabby Giant helps with our mana situation as well, making the treasure. Our mana base could really use a Crystal Grotto or an Evolving Wilds. I'll freely admit that. Could definitely be slightly better. I think we'll be okay. Much better than Red 2 Genealogist, right? I don't like the Red 2 Genealogist very much. You have to have creatures I want to attack on turn. You have to like have attacking 2-drops to want to have it in your deck. And I don't like attacking. It's low on my list of things I enjoy doing. Alright, so how do we want to do this? Probably just want to... I just want to play this and pass. People underestimate Season of Growth that the scry gives you on all your turns. Incentivizes you being able to continue doing what you do best. Ventress Transmuter, an excellent answer to Archive Dragon. Ooh. I like that. If we draw a land, it'll be ideal. I want to hope we draw a land. Didn't draw a land, that's too bad. I normally don't like combat tricks in this set, but when they cantrip, things are a little bit better. Season of Growth, it might be my favorite card in this set. It doesn't really ask anything of you because it's like kind of a one-card combo because the scrying makes it so you scry to the effects that target your creatures. Not bad.
A beautiful nightmare.
It does trigger off Cut In. And Shatter the Oath. And Curse of the Werewolf. Triggers off many things. It does hit Planeswalkers? It cannot.
Go and drink deep of sorrow.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to set this up so we have to sacrifice our Season of Growth to actually kill this Ashiok, right? Oh no, this just kills it on its own. Oh. That makes things easier. Yeah, I forgot Verdant Outrider has text. Alright, so... Verdant Outrider is quite a card.
I depart, but my works remain.
Do I want a 3/3 or do I want the potential for a card later? Honestly, I should be using Brave the Wilds here. I should be bargaining away this Season of Growth. I just can't get away from it. I can't betray the Season. I can't let my favorite card have an ignominious defeat at the hands. Aha! Another spell stutter. All right. It is not time. It's never time to get rid of Season of Growth. How dare you? It is never enough. We have lethal here. It's not the hopes, it's the definition. I would much rather draw a card than have a 0 mana 3/3. But it could be anything. Like a creature to kill our opponent. Just think. Think of the possibilities. Cleverly tapping my black mana. I guess we just attack. We'll hold on to this next turn as it taps. We can also sack it back at this champion. How dare you? How dare you? Ooh. Oh, I should have actually done this in response. That was bad. I could have gotten another scry. That was a mistake. That's alright. Ah! Wait, that doesn't... Does that do anything? I guess it sort of does. The young trampler. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Maybe it's just me necking that transmuter. I actually really like the curse roll in sealed. A lot of creatures are just like idiot creatures, so making them 1/1s mostly kills them. It's probably better than this guy. Plus, it's also another thing to help our Johan out. I'm always a big fan of making Johan better. I almost want to play Baluna Gatekeepers as well, but I don't know what card I'd take out. Edgeroll Pack is like potentially the weakest card, one of the weaker cards in this in Mar deck. We could probably take it out. I wonder. We could go a little bit deeper on blue. Right? If we take out Edgewall Pack and Corval, the Noble Thief, we could put in Hatching Plans and something else. Because we would have 1, 2, 3. We have 3. Gosh, I really want to have... I think to play Hatching Plans, I think you need 5 bargain cards, and I've only got 3. Edgeroll Pack is certainly weak in our deck. But we do have 2 cut-ins, so it's something. Wrinkle Sprank is a phenomenal card. It's okay. I don't think it's as good as Taken by Nightmares. The 2 black instant exile the creature, scry 2. Like, it's certainly a fine Magic card, but... Oh, how do you feel about me swapping? What if I were to do this? Is this better? It's not better, right? I thought about it. Five-lander with a critter. Perfect mana though. Well, I guess we don't have perfect mana. We don't have black mana. I thought this was the white-black one. It's a red-white one. This hand is not good. I think any hand with either Season of Growth or a Root Rider Fawn is better than this. So, all right, well. We're gonna be shuffling our deck, so you can shuffle those back in. It's fine. Oh, I'm regretting putting those on the bottom. I'm deeply regretting putting Leaping Ambush on the bottom. A great answer to this card. Maybe Leaping Ambush was better than Candy Trail in this hand. Maybe. Sleep Curse Fairy is probably going to end us, though. 1 mana, 3/3. Vigilance, do that. Okay, 1 mana, 4/4 Vigilance, flying. Draw a card. Hello. Ooh. I'll just make it a 2/2. Not good enough. I don't even have. If I had a blue mana, maybe, but. Okay. You get to scry 2 here, looking for a way to remove this creature, which is going to be difficult. Leaping Ambush is probably our best way of doing it. Okay, it's not a horrible draw. I think I want to scry 2 more than playing this. No. That is an answer. Now we're just gonna find a black source. We're gonna be scrying 3 looking for a black source. There's 2 untapped black sources in the deck, along with 2 Root Rider Fawns. I mean, it dies to Leaping Ambush, Kitakami. I mean, come on. I've got 2 of those in our deck. I really like Leaping Ambush. It has overperformed for me. Oh, is Candy Trail in for me? Fantastic. It's Black Source. I mean, it's not good. Is it good enough? I don't think it's good enough, but I'm going to keep it anyway. If you underrate it, it is likely you underrate Candy Trail. I think it's just a good card. I think you run it almost every deck. Maybe I should have scryed first. I thought there was a chance we just get a black. All we want to draw every single turn of Root Rider is All we want to try every turn is Leaping Ambush. Yeah, I don't like this card at all. I think it's bad. I wonder why I didn't stop beginning of combat. Did I just auto pass? Or go right through it? Obviously, I didn't want them to scry one. I don't know. Maybe I just auto pass through and I'm a big dum dum. I don't like to do it. I don't like it. But I guess it must be done. Oh yeah, I guess I'm threatening activating this, maybe? I don't know. Or double blocking. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I wanted them to attack. Hey, Goblin X, thanks for raiding party. Appreciate it. My seasonal growth going away without drawing a card makes me sad. I guess that's the reason to have Edgewall Pack in the deck is like you just I've been using the bargain for the rat a lot. Awkward. Unless maybe we just do this. I guess we just like get to kill their guy. Is killing their guy better than... I don't know, maybe it is. I'm not actually sure this is right. It maybe is. There. We put a lot of stuff on the bottom, didn't we? Goodness gracious, we did. That was Season of Growth right there. This is Season of Growth and Candy Trail at 6. That's a lot. Oh, I could have used you earlier, buddy. If only I had 2 in my opening hand I didn't get rid of. Scary. Oh! Ho ho ho! Yo ho ho! Well then, what you got in your little deck? We may never find out, but I have lethal next turn. They have Leyline of Anticipation, and they're not playing things that flash. Yo ho ho! Bonk bonk. Yeah, I am unironically really in love with Leaping Ambush. I like it a lot. I mean, do I even want the third copy against that stupid Sleep Cursed Fairy? Probably not. I probably want Spider Food. They have Cooped Up and the Flyer, right? I probably want this. Probably better than a Titanic Growth. They have a lot of 3/2s. Do I have any X4s? I've got this guy. Like a 4 and a 2/4 reach would have been perfect, but I don't have any in my pool. Oh, we have this guy. Is this guy better than Transmuter here, maybe? Because their creatures are kind of mopey. I believe it. Corval and Lilith may be a little bit too slow on the draw, actually. Maybe I just want 2 of these things? Not sure I want this Verdant Outrider here. It is a 4-power creature for Picnic Ruiner and Ruby. Red 2 Genealogist may be better because it turns my creatures into 2/4s. That could be true, actually. Oh yeah, we did mulligan to 5 that game. Yeah. Yeah, turning our 1/3s into 2/4s seems pretty good against their deck. Their deck is all 3/2s. And a 4/2's gonna trade with them anyway, so might as well like, get something out of it. Yikes. Alright. Let's see, do we get rid of the... I think we get rid of the mountain here. We're on the draw, likely to draw a line anyway. It's either mountain or Edgewall Pack. Edgewall Pack is like not great, but... And this is the scenario that I spoke about earlier, where the activation of Restless Biovac, Bivwalk, whatever it's called, Bivwalk. I call it Biovac because I'm English. I'm American. I can say whatever I want. Can't criticize me. But the activation is unrelated to the attract trigger. So if you animate it with Brave the Wilds, it just gets the attack trigger for free. Bivewalk? Like guac? Bivewalk? But yeah, basically, if you have Brave the Wilds in your deck, you should play every creature land you open, even if they're off color. Like, if I had a white-black one, I just play it. Oh, that could turn to a 4/3, can it? This was maybe a mistake. That's alright. thought about this before. I actually think this card's fine. This card has weirdly impressed me. Just because lifelink is very valuable, so is having a 3 toughness flyer. Yeah, maybe. We have the second transmuter we could be playing. I think we're okay, though. Could maybe see a Red Tuchonologist as, like, a way to have bargain stuff. I like having a 4-2 with 2 cut-ins. I don't like Red Tuchonologist that much. Like, it was fine in that matchup, I think. But I think in general, it's not particularly great. It's like okay with Leaping Ambush because like the Ward 1 makes it so it's harder for your opponent to stop your Leaping Ambush from going off. But... Which is weird. I think Retugenologist is supposed to be a good card. But I have just... It's actually relatively difficult to have a creature already in play on turn 2 and then untap. And have free open mana to play it on turn 3. Hand is not great. If I draw... I think this is actually okay. If I draw the 2 mana 1/3 Root Rider Fawn, this is like obviously a lot better. Yeah, creature. I have 2 creature lands with 1 Brave the Wilds. It sucks I don't have a second Brave the Wilds. I don't know. This can like mostly kill 1. If I draw a mountain for this on turn 4, I think we're doing okay. That's not quite the card I'd want to hit with Ventress Transmuter. Oh, it's not horrible if I draw a red next turn. Yeah, I like Candy Trail a lot because it just smooths your draws out, and it's almost certainly better than your 23rd best card. Unfortunately, we did not get our red source. Don't like that much. Probably just gonna play it as a 3/4 here. Okay. Got a Sugar Rush for me? Flying Crescendo, maybe? A rat out. Oh, I get to have 2 rats here. I could have gone really badly for them. If I had the Ferocious Werewolf, they were just toast. An ambitious attack, or an ambitious block. Well, Burninator, that's what I'm talking about. It just raises the consistency of your deck. I mean, it lets you draw your good cards more often, and it counts as a food for things that care about food. Gosh, if we just had a red mana, this hand would be insane, right? I think we have like 2 Root Rider Fawns. What is it? 2 Root Rider Fawns, 5 Mountains. Brave the Wilds. It's like a, and plus like a Season of Growth would have probably let me, and Candy Trail would have probably get me to it too as well, right? So. I don't know why they're tapped 4 mana for that. Unfortunate. Day late on that one. We do draw a card if we get a mountain later. Oh, maybe a Candy Grapple. Not gonna just not block. That's fine. Little late on this Corvold, admittedly. We had played it 3 turns ago. Things would be looking a lot better for us. Yikes. You don't understand why Johan has 5 toughness? Yeah, it's quite a fellow. Put a stop on our upkeep and draw. I draw Candy Grapple. Draw Candy Grapple, we can sack the Saga. Hey! Oi! Oi! Didn't draw Candy Grapple. I see. Does this go to mine? So I can do this? That's a pretty good draw. Wait, this thing's not haste? Oh, I didn't know how to haste. Yeah, it's the first time I've seen it too. Okay. First time I've seen that card played. You fell for my tricky trick. Oh, I have to discard the card I drew? Oh, no! No! That could have gone better. Am I dead to this thing on board? Can I just not? I guess I have a grabby giant to block. Alright, I guess I should I have kept that on top for them to get exile? I guess I don't want them to have that. Wow, that basically couldn't have gone any worse. That just kills me, right? Hmm. Maybe it was one mana short of killing me. Oh, they could just give it +3/+3 and then kill. Yeah, that kills me. Wow. Yeah, Corvold and the Noble Thief, good against me. That was unfortunate. And it sucks when my deck has good cards in it. My opponent just gets to take them and have them. This stupid Barrel Naughty, I hate it. It's another reason why Leaping Ambush is so good. The freaking Barrel Naughty is so ridiculous. Alright, we definitely need to have spider food. It's a ridiculous 2-drop. Maybe we take out our 4/2 here. Good hand. Yeah, it's like you basically never mulligan a hand with Candy Trail on it. I mean, it could be anything. Just think about what you could draw. It could be anything. Root Rider Fawn, maybe? Hey! Oh. This is pretty good. But I don't have a 4th mana unless I grabby giant. This is pretty freaking good. Alright, we'll keep it. Grabby giant will give us all we need. Like, I wonder if we actually create a treasure token instead of sacking to draw a card here. Is that Looney Tune? I like Looney Tune behavior. It might be. I hope they try to put a wicked counter on this Barrel Naughty. They'll be rudely awoken. Yeah, obviously Magical Christmas land. I just main phases Candy Trail, draw a land, play it. But, yeah, I mean, obviously. Obviously. If they had a spell starter, why wouldn't they counter this? Are there any doubters in chat on Corvold? Any doubters? Yes, me? Did you watch the last game? It was insane for both of us. You've never hit a non-land with Corvold? In sealed, your opponent's deck likely has 3 or 4 rares in it. Get out of here. We don't serve your kind! You naughty boy. Do they have the dwarf? They have the dwarf?! Oh, no, man! How could you have the dwarf? That is suspicious. Does that work with curse? I guess it does. Oh, we're getting torched. Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess that works. That's so many sugar. What? That's so many of these. Give me your lands. I take those. I'll take it. Let's see. I know they have the Spell Scorn Coven in their deck. But that's fine because I can just draw cards, so it doesn't matter. You stupid barrel naughty, get out of my game. Not bad. Get to discard a 3rd Sugar Rush. Feed the Cauldron. You don't think you need it? Fair enough. I probably don't want to crack this Candy Trail because there might be a spell on top. Do I have any sorceries in my deck? I do, right? Yeah, I grab like Break the Wilds. Yeah, see that. That's why I don't. I mean, I guess I could have upkeep this. I mean, clearly they don't have an answer to my Johans. I can just put it there. If they had an answer, they would have done it, right? So. Oh yeah, that works for me. Let's see. I'd have to discard this Vantress Transmuter if they were to play it next turn, which I think is fine. I kind of want to start attacking, so... Wait! What is this?! It auto-tapped not my creature land. It's probably correct for it to have done that, but it's fine. That's a good trade. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's a lot of rats. I was thinking that I didn't actually want to play the Ferocious Werefox this turn because I could draw a card of it next turn. And I wanted to put the counter on the Picnic Runner anyway to make it a double strike trampler. That doesn't really do anything. I've got Vantress Transmuter, right? It is a flying haste creature, I guess. Do we have lethal? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're too short. Deciding whether like something playing around some sort of like haste effect or Ballerine Bruiser is probably not right. It's a lot of stuff. Oh, you know what? This may work out. So we can play Season of Growth. And we can target our creature, and then we'll draw a card. Then we can discard the drawn card. Oh, it has trample though. I guess we just put it here. Oh, I guess we want to actually put it here. Goodness. Yeah, a lot of sugar rushes in there, Doc. Does that make me want to play Return from the Wilds? Just to make sure Leaping Ambush is even better. I thought they were already good, and they're even better now. Leaping Ambush is maybe better than Satanic Growth here, actually. You should be able to kill their flyers. Be able to trade 1 mana for Sugar Rush, right? Do I want to put in the other Transmuter to deal with that flyer? We got a Spider Food already. Edgewall Pack is potentially the worst card in our deck, so we could take this out for another Transmuter. What's the minimum number of spells with Flash Johan? I don't think there is one. I mean, I guess the answer is 1. You basically play it in every deck. It's an enormous creature. It doesn't really... it's an enormous creature. It doesn't really die to any removal spells, so... a lot of those. Was hoping they would have played a flyer for me to Spider Food there. They seem to be black mana screwed. Interesting. Why would you not just play it? I mean, it is a 4-power creature. I think we actually would have lost if they just played it there. This is the best I've ever seen this card be. Probably correct to just do this. It's unfortunate they have spent mana on a flyer for us to kill with spider food. We could really use that. We seem to be doomed here. We were on the draw, and we had a little bit of a slow draw, and they had a really fast draw, which was not what they had the previous 2 games. That is unfortunate. Just the best this card has ever been. That is gonna be game. Are we just dead on board? They just rebuy their creature that makes creatures not able to block and attack us. Why not play it and tap it instead of the fawn? I have Witch's Mark in my deck. Having an untapped 1/3 wouldn't be relevant. They could have bounced our dude. It doesn't matter. They had lethal many ways. We had a slow draw and they had a very fast one, so. Reasonable. Edgewall's Pack is still the worst card in our deck. I wonder if it should just be something else. Maybe that should just be Red Tooth Genealogist. It also gives us something to sack. It also gives us, like... Yeah, maybe it's better. That's gonna be better than nothing. Okay. Seemed aggressive. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Traded a 3/3 for a 3/3. I guess that makes more sense. Totally makes sense now. Yeah, rare into rare. That was something that certainly happened. That's really not good for us. They had the combo of Screen Puff plus... Screen Puff plus Greta. No, it doesn't remove abilities. Curses aren't that good. Interesting. Can we afford to take hits from this twice? Probably not. Good draw. Pretty sweet. I like it. And they get a food when they hit us? Oh, they didn't even want to do that. Curses are really good and sealed. I think curses, you should basically always be playing them if you can. It's super easy for them to actually end up being terminates, because you can actually like attack and then attack with your 2/2 and tier 1/3, they block, and then you curse it post combat and it dies, right? And plus you can bargain away the curses later on. It is enormously good. Did not think we were gonna win this game. Enemy had a double rare opener that wiped our board and left us with no resources. But we drew the candy grapple that one turn and that won us the game. Let's see. Titanic Growth is excellent against Curse of the Werewolf. Maybe we want to take out this for this, though. I guess Edgewall Pack is really good against Rankle's Prank. Maybe that's something to consider. That is certainly something to consider. Yeah, that's probably pretty important. I guess that's important. Leaping Ambush seemed less important here. It is like okay against Curse the Werefox, but like not insane. Could have Balloona's Gatekeeper here. Gatekeeper and Transmuter. Gatekeeper's really good against that rare. It might be better than a Leaping Ambush here. I don't know why everything's new. I think we probably want to turn 1 Candy Trail here just because a turn 2 Ruby or a turn 2 Root Rider Fawn is really important. So let's try to look 3 cards deep looking for a 2-drop mana acceleration. Wow, those are good cards. They're not exactly what I'm looking for. They are good cards, though. That's a tough one. How is our play gonna turn out? Next turn we sack this, turn 3 we do nothing. I think I'm going to bottom the cut-in. That can't be reasonable, can it? Our hand is full of 4s. I think our hand is full of 4s and we just don't need it. Hey Corso, thanks for the sub. This is gonna gain a lot of life, right? Yeah, it's gonna gain probably at least 6 life, maybe even 8. So I think we just have to believe this. They're not doing anything, and I think it's too important to actually have 4 mana on turn 4, right? I think this card is super awesome. I should maybe try to find room for the second one in my sideboard. I think a card is just actually good. Corvold is a mana fixer in our deck, if you were wondering. They're not doing anything, so I guess I'll just do this then. Normally, you should not play your card draw until after you've like put stuff on the board. You want to play your draw 3 after you tapped out for the first 4 turns playing creatures. But in this particular case, our opponent seems to have maybe a handful of removal spells. And I wouldn't mind trying to get ahead of them here. Yeah, it's hard for them to progress their board at flash speed, so. Respond to the food. This may be a little bit too tricky, honestly. Probably not a reason to do this. Yeah, that's why. Although they're gonna get us with that regardless, so maybe it's fine that it happened now. Not bad. Not that after all. Not bad. It was a draw 3, made 2 treasures, and we used the treasure for black mana twice. Pretty good card, I think. I mean, we needed the swamp anyway, right? That doesn't seem quite worth it, but sure. I mean, my 3/3 is my 3/1 doing anything? It's gonna trigger the 2/2. I mean, might as well just get rid of it. I mean, I guess like giving them an opportunity to draw a card here off Greta. Maybe it was not correct to block. I'm not sure. Under its ownership. Yeah. I mean, they could have used Not Dead After All to get their creature back. Right? Oh, start creature you control. It doesn't work. If it was any creature, it would work, but it's a star creature you control. I don't know about that one. Enemy is making some very curious maneuvers. Probably don't want to tap. They might use Curse the Werewolf to try to kill our Johann here. They'll be rudely awoken. Okay. Pretty good. Oh, it's much better than a cumbersome tormenting voice. Not horrible here. We're in like a relatively stable position. We have a creature lane we can activate as well. We can't really, don't really have profitable attacks, and we've got a good combat trick in our hand, and we have an active Johann. And they're missing a second black, so it'll be hard for them to kill it. And it's only gonna take one spell for Johann to start giving them the business, right? So there we go. That basically could not have gone any worse for our opponent. It's weird, but I really like combat tricks in this set for green. I mean, obviously Season of Growth makes them possible, but I think they're one of the few tempo positive ways to interact. Are they dead? This blocks this, this blocks this. They take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, they're not. Oh, no, yeah, they're dead with this. Archon's Glory. The problem with Archon's Glory is that it's white. Which I have... I tend to not play white. You need very specific cards to justify playing white. Green, red, and black are, I think, the best colors in sealed, so I think blue has some really good uncommons like Johann. But I tend to stay pretty far away from white. Yeah, Season of Growth is an excellent card. IMHO. What do I have? I think I got what, 6 or 7 spells in our deck that target our own creatures, but it doesn't matter because they find each other, right? It's gonna be a 2 mana like Scry 6 Raw 2. That's more than, like, you're asking a lot from your card to be better than that. We just need any land as we have Grabby, right? Or on the draw, Candy Trail or 16 lands. Mid-range Recruiter is a good reason to have a single plains in your deck. This is quite an opener from our opponent. Well, they didn't follow it up with anything. That's either really good or really bad for us. And unfortunate. Would have liked to have drawn a land there, but... don't know about that one. That seemed a bit aggressive. Who do you generally want to use for bargaining? Or sack to Sweet Tooth Witch? Reasonable. Alright, so what we can do is we can play Verdant Outrider, play our Scry 1, play our Island, attack. Hopefully the auto stack will do it properly. It did not do it properly. I can't believe the auto stack doesn't work. I guess that's something to learn. You have to turn this off in order when you have Ruby. It's so, why would whoever ordered this did it wrong? Like basically there is a layer, there's a sort order for triggered abilities that the designers program on the back end. And they have rubies on the wrong layer. They have like on the wrong number. So I would consider that a bug. So the auto stack should work. So Ruby should trigger below Young Hero. So Young Hero should trigger first. No, it's not alphabetical, but there's lots of effects that Young Hero works with. This is apparently this is just a bug. Yikes. Random attack with a 1/1. It has Death Touch. Yeah. If you're... I could have avoided... I just wanted to check if the bug existed. So I think it was fine. I mean, if they have not dead after all, we are just doomed, right? We could have +2/+1. Maybe a reason to double block. I have 3/1 Flash Flyer. I don't play her on that card. Oh, does that kill us? Oh, that kills us. Ah! Alright, so I wasn't thinking they could come up with 7 haste, but apparently they can. Cool. Alrighty then. If we hadn't missed a counter on the Ruby, I would have not attacked with it there. Format is very fast. Oh yes, yes. The turn 10 kill from nowhere. It's a very fast format. Oh yeah, those were 2 rares, weren't they? And they played neither the previous turn, right? So they drew both. Or were they holding on to the Charming Scoundrel the whole time? I don't understand why they didn't play one of them last turn. I mean, they got me, I guess. This hand needs, even if we draw a red, it barely functions, right? I'm not gonna attack here. I don't think it's fast. The format's pretty slow. There's maybe a case we made to not attack there. Thought about this before, but the creature lands, their abilities are actually independent of activating it. So the cool thing here is that I get the attack trigger from this creature land, even though I didn't pay the red-white for it. Yeah, cards like Raging Ravine used to be able to pay 8 mana to let it get an attack and get 2 counters. This one, if you have 6 mana activated twice, nothing happens. Yeah, a play I could have potentially made was you can like if I animate the creature land by activating it, and then I can if I target it with Brave the Wilds afterwards, I draw a card of Season of Growth. Season of Growth is better than most rares. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. You have to you would have to have a pretty horrendous pool to not play it in your green deck. Just like people who say like don't play up the Beanstalk when you have 3/5 drops. Well, it turns out 2 mana draw 2, or even just 2 mana draw 1 bargain is good enough. Like people play Prophetic Prism, that's what they use Prophetic Prism for. Up the Beanstalk promises so much more. Same with Season of Growth. I don't know if you ever face down a Season of Growth, but you just feel so doomed if you when you play against it. They have it on turn 2. But it's that constant scrying, it lets them sculpt just the perfect draw. And you know you're gonna get blown out by a combat trick. Any hand with the 2-drop mana acceleration is better than this. Lead with a Forest was on my draw Ruby. Pretty sweet. It's hard for this to go too badly. That's fun. That's probably fun. We have 3 Leaping Ambushes in my deck. I don't, and plus I've got Grabby Giant, right? I don't think there's a big reason for us to be concerned about this assassin actually killing us. Although, maybe we should be, because now it's going to kill us. Do I want to gain 2 life by shrinking the flyer, or do I just want to... shrink the Merry Bards? I probably just want to gain 2 life. Could have maybe shrunk the Merry Bards. Maybe that was better. I'm telling you, I love leaping ambush. I love it. I think it's really good. I need something to sack to this warehouse stabby, so it's probably going to be the maybe the 2-4. I don't know. I don't know whether 2-3 is better than 4-2. It's close. Four two trading with the Scarecrow guy doesn't help, but I mean I can just pay 2 mana to make it unblockable, so like maybe it doesn't matter. You're a believer in the Season of Growth? Glad to hear it. Season of Growth Johan is pretty busted. How aggressive do we want to be here? Kind of like attacking with this. Shatter the Oath? Screen puff. Okay. I'm gonna leave open black in case top card has got Candy Grapple. That's pretty good with Johan especially. It is probably good enough to keep. It's probably good enough to keep. Not blocking with it, so I might as well attack. The reason we play Werewolf over Johan. Our opponent really hadn't had an opportunity to play a Terminate yet, and Johan is much more defensive and ferocious Werewolf. Like if they don't play this, I can start killing them, right? Like clearly with Leaping Ambush, but even like the thing is, Leaping Ambush even being on top of my deck, I don't want to play it. So this is just a more aggressive play. I mean, how could I know our opponent's going to play Scream Puff? But most importantly, they just basically they haven't played a Terminate this game yet. So the fact that they haven't played one means I want to hold Johan until I at least see them play a Candy Grapple or a Shatter the Oath or a Taken by Night Marriage or something, right? They haven't played, they're red-black and they haven't played a single Terminate. This is the card I want least to be terminated. I'm fine with this trade if it happens. I assume they have a creature, like some sort of... Yep. Another reason I like Leaping Ambush so much is it counters most removal spells in this format. Ugh. If only. Ooh. A piece of candy. It makes my creature worse, but we do draw a card. Probably could have attacked first. Missed a damage maybe. Probably. Definitely. It's alright. Greatness at any cost. All right. Let's see if we can draw a Candy Grapple here. That's not a Candy Grapple. That's not a Candy Grapple either. Yeah, Season of Growth is a busted card. The old 6-9. The old 69. Oh, that was 4 wins. Sick. So that was good. Leaping things, the cards that overperformed. Season of Growth was fantastic. I mean, Johan was, as always, amazing. Gosh, I mean, everything was great. I mean, Grabby Giant mana fixed us several times. The Vinestock was great. The creature lands were great. Like, you know, everything performed admirably, except I would probably say the 2 worst cards in our deck were right here, Verdant Outrider and Edgewall Pack. Corvold was probably the 3rd worst card. It was still fine, but still probably our 3rd worst card. But everything else performed admirably. As far as cards we could have played, we could have these 4 blue cards. I think we could have potentially played, no problem. It's possible that some of these blue cards are better than these 3 cards. These 3 cards are like clearly the worst cards in our deck. I don't hate the Verdant Outrider though. I mean, it's a good target for cut-in. Edgewall Pack and Corvold were both kind of suspicious in this deck. Could have definitely played a Red Tuchinologist over Edgewall Pack. Could have definitely done that. And then we could have maybe played Evantress Transmuter over Corvold. Both reasonable things, but we had a ton of mana in the deck, right? We had 21 mana in our deck. So I didn't mind having a draw 3. Even if they are enemy cards. But we did have Season of Growth, and we had Season of Growth, and we had Johan. So we had 2 like, you know, multi-card draw spells in our deck. I like having a 3rd. Yeah. I wouldn't want a 2nd Witch's Mark, I don't think. This thing. I don't think I'd want that. I mean, it does work with Season of Growth. It does work with Johan. It's like possible Witch's Mark is better than Corvold. It's possible. But yeah, we were basically playing. I boarded into 3rd Leaping Ambush in matchups where the enemy has flyers or they're how goes Leaping Ambush? Leaping Ambush is great. The thing is, the removal spells in this format are actually not straight terminates, like the non-white ones. Like the green ones are like fight spells or punch spells. And the red and black ones, like Candy Grapple, is actually just -3/-3 or -5/-5, which Leaping Ambush counters most of the time. So this is just like Royal Treatment, but also can kill enemy flying creatures, which are a huge problem. Huge problem for red-green in this format. Like a Barrow Naughty with a roll is a huge problem. And Leaping Ambush is just the best way to get rid of it. Leaping Ambush, I mean, it overperforms. It overperforms, so. How is Leaping Ambush when you have Season of Growth on the board? It's pretty great. I mean, cantrip terminates. Yeah, the Transmuter I think was excellent. Curses I think in general are excellent in sealed because people just play big dumb creatures. And a lot of rares are just dumb creatures, so turning them into 1/1s mostly kills them. Yeah, I think all the 1-mana tricks are great. I think because I have Picnic Ruiner in this deck, that Titanic Growth is better than a 3rd Leaping Ambush. Just to turn Picnic Ruiner into a 1-shot kill, which happens a non-zero amount of the time. There's potentially a build of this deck that runs both Grand Ball guest in both Red Tooth Genealogists. I think that version would probably not be 4 colors. I mean, that would basically mean you cut. I think you probably cut the candy grapples and the. Maybe not the blue. I think the rest of the Vine Stock's probably too good to not play. But there is a great straight rule deck if you want it, but I don't think it's correct to play. I think Sealed is much more about making sure you have answers to enemy threats and then just being able to progress your board every turn, which 2-mana 2/2s don't do very frequently. Yeah, it is possible that Witch's Mark is better than the other Corval. Very possible. I wouldn't mind playing this Discipliner's Gatekeeper. I'm not against playing that one either. I like this card a lot. I didn't think I would like it much when I started the format, but there are actually a lot of token creatures, and you can usually bounce a 3-drop, so it's tempo positive, and a 6/5 is like big enough to not mess with. A 6/5 is like a good creature body. It's like look at my deck. How do I beat a 6/5? Look at my deck. Like in all seriousness, a 6/5 is really good against me. All right, my removal is basically a Vantress Transmuter. I mean, it dies a Candy Grapple, sure, but like almost everything dies a Candy Grapple, so they're gonna use it on something that isn't your 6-drop to begin with. So. Yeah, this thing is like, it secretly is, it's 2-mana gain between 3 and 9 life. Is what its actual adventure is. Is you bounce your opponent's 3/1 or their 3/3. Or, goodness forbid, they have a 2-mana 2/2 Vigilance that you just kill on turn 2. Or my opponent had that Tuna Green Rare. Their Tuna Green Rare Saga, and if you just like kill that for 2 mana, like cantrip killer for 2 mana, I've had a common. If I think the lower limit on hatching plans is 5. You need 5 bargain cards. I've only got 3, so I wouldn't have played that. Mana was good. Could have been a little bit better. Obviously, this deck is missing like an Evolving Wilds or a Grotto to have like truly perfect mana, but. Still, when you run 21 mana, it's hard to 21 mana plus a Grabby Giant, it's hard to get really screwed. And I don't think we were like in a Witch's Mark. It was in a Candy Trail. Like, it's so hard to get mana screwed. It maybe came up one game, right? But yeah, that's gonna be it for this Sealed. Hope everybody learned something. Hope everybody enjoy the interaction between Brave the Wilds and these creature lands. Hope you can take advantage of it yourself. Something that didn't come up in one of our games. That you maybe didn't know is that Restless Vinestalk can actually target enemy creatures. So it is an extremely powerful creature land. Like if your opponent has a Hammock Glutton, you can just turn into a 3/3. So it is very, very, very good. You have to go like. It's one of those things, if you could only backdoor the creature lands off of like Root Rider Fawn, you still play them. The opportunity cost is extremely low. Yeah, this is always the biggest creature on the board if you're attacking. Yeah. But that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, follow me and subscribe to me there, or comment and like, etc. This is Michael Jacob at twitch.tv/darkest_mage. Thanks for watching.